On this episode, Boise State Gymnastics, an activity for this upcoming summer, and a frozen mystery. Also, the Comm Media Departments, the best sauces, and another Would You Rather for some laughs. These stories and more coming up next on Take One. Welcome to Take One. I'm Madeline Molitor. Last Friday, the family of George Floyd, a Minneapolis local who was murdered by a police officer in May of last year, settled the case outside of court against the city for $27 million. Included in the $27 million is a $500,000 donation to the residents around the intersection of 38th Street and Chicago Avenue, which is the location where Floyd was killed. The police officer who killed Floyd, Derek Chauvin, is currently being charged with second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter. One of the lawyers representing the Floyd family said that this is the largest settlement reached before trial in a civil rights wrongful death lawsuit ever. Now over to Jenna with sports.
Thanks, Madeline. The 18th ranked Boise State Gymnastics team recorded one of the highest floor scores in program history on Friday night at Extra Mile Arena. The team beat out the number 10 Arizona State in the final rotation, 196.750 to 196.700. The Broncos recorded a 49.475 on floor, which tied for the 10th highest score in Boise State history. This win against Arizona State University gave the Broncos a perfect 4-0 record against Pac-12 teams this season. This tallies up to become the most wins against the league since 1997. This victory also marks the Broncos' 6th win over a top 25 team. Good luck to the Boise State Gymnastics team as they are set to travel to Logan, Utah for the 2021 Mountain Rim Gymnastics Conference Championships. So as always, go Broncos. The summer is definitely one of my favorite times of the year. Melissa Mione tells us more about a fun activity here in Boise.
Especially during the summer when temperatures regularly go over 100 degrees. If you don't feel like getting in your car and driving all the way to Lucky Peak Reservoir, or don't want to go through the whole ordeal that is floating the Boise River, don't worry, there's another option for you. I'm Melissa Mione, and here's what to know about the paddle boats in Julia Davis Park. The paddle boat rentals are located in a little pond in the north central part of Julia Davis Park, closest to Myrtle Street. There are about 30 three-seater pontoon-style paddle boats on the water awaiting your command. The little shop is open 11 to 5:30 most days from the months of April to October. Paddle boat rentals cost $10 for a half-hour ride and $15 for a full hour. The Julia Davis Pond takes about a half hour to get around, so enjoy yourself. So if you're looking to try to get your sea legs going, or maybe take a hot date out on the water, or even just practice running over a few geese, come try out the paddle boats here at Julia Davis Park. I'm Melissa Mione, and that's what to know about Boise State.
Thanks, Melissa. That seems like such a fun activity for the summer in Boise. Marcos, have you ever done that?
I've never done that, but summers in Boise are definitely worth staying in town for. It seems like more and more Boise State students are coming from the state of California. Joining us from the Arbiter to discuss reporting on the growing number of Californians attending school at Boise State is Jackie Stone. So you spoke with an admissions counselor that deals with out-of-state students, specifically from California. What did you find out?
I guess it was just most interesting to me about the growing number of students that are coming here, and it's growing every year in that she told me she deals with almost 1,500 kids just her a year that come to Boise State, so I thought that was very interesting.
Interesting. Is there a price difference between California and Idaho schools?
Yeah, California is a lot more expensive, and a lot of students aren't even getting into schools down there, and I believe the price difference is in-state there, it's $12,000, and out-of-state here is about $14,000, so.
Interesting. You spoke with a few other students on their experiences coming to Idaho. What did you, other than financial purposes, what did you gather from them?
I guess a lot of students just fall in love with the campus at Boise State, and they just fall in love with the small town feeling you get from here. And a lot of students mentioned that they love the 4 seasons that they don't get in California, and that it was cleaner and safer. So,
well, be sure to look for Jackie's interview on arbiteronline.com. Now over to the Spec with Jordan, Zema, and Ben.
You know, as excited as I am to, oh, we're hung up here on the old weenie, my apologies. As excited I am for summer to be here, I'm also kind of sad to see winter go, because I think it's definitely my favorite season.
Yeah, I definitely feel you. I mean, I love the spring. It's one of my favorites, but I never even got to snowboard this season, so
No way.
kind of butthurt about that.
What a bummer.
I know.
Well, not too long ago, infamous rapper and cognitive architect Playboy Carti, excuse me, I'm having some trouble with the old earpiece here, my bad. There we go, we got her locked in. Released his awaited EP, Whole Lotta Red. An Atlanta elite, Playboy Carti has become immortalized in the hip-hop landscape for his rebelliously simplistic and contagious philosophy to making music. His 2017 breakout track, Magnolia, allotted him over 63 million streams, containing the landmark sample taken from the Jamie Foxx show, Yo Pierre, You Wanna Come Out Here. His preceding demonstration/album titled Die Lit is considered a landmark moment in music history, which on average has melodies that don't exceed more than 3 notes. Upon its release, Carti's latest album, Whole Lotta Red, sparked controversy amongst his fans and haters alike. However, the consensus has begun shifting as many are starting to favor Carti's newer spin on authenticity. He carries his legacy of minimal song structure but introduces new components, like personifying a weeping Sesame Street character or saying what as an ad-lib more times than there are visible stars from the complete circumference of Earth. Whole Lotta Red has stretched the veil between mankind and God himself.
Recently, Boise State announced that it would be splitting the Department of Communication and Media into 2 separate entities, the Department of Communication and the Department of Media. This decision came after the university finally realized that not everyone wants to be an engineer, work for a sports team, or go into the business world. Or it might have to do something with the fact that hundreds of students were assigned to just one advisor. As it turns out, your degree tracker isn't always the best at giving sound advice when it's time to pick your classes. So what does this mean for current and future media and comm students? First off, it means that Boise State can underfund 2 departments for the price of 1. Although, if everything goes well, it will mean students will only have to schedule their advising appointments 2 months in advance instead of 3. And graduating media seniors will maybe, just maybe, have more than 1 seminar session for their last semester. Now let's take it over to Zemma with the hotspot.
Hello and welcome back to Hotspot. And yes, we're talking about food again today on this segment, but what's any food without a little garnish? Today, I actually want to talk about sauce. I'm a big sauce girl, and when it comes to pretty much any food, you'll almost always catch me drizzling, dipping, or dousing that baby up with some sort of dressing. Today, I invited a good friend of mine, Molly, whom I know to be a fellow sauce lover, to talk about our favorites and least favorites. Welcome, Molly. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, Zemma. Honestly, just a little hungry after that introduction, but I'm ready to talk condiments.
Perfect. Now, when it comes to sauce for me, there's really no place where I draw the line and say, absolutely not, I will not ruin my food with that, other than a very small population of sauces. Horseradish. Absolute dumpster juice. But are there any sauces that tickle your fancy more or less than others?
Well, I would like to start off by saying that whoever invented horseradish probably also liked the smell of their own farts. But more importantly to state, ranch is the superior sauce to all others. I, along with most other woke people, usually just use whatever food is around as a sauce to eat ranch, instead of out of a spoon, since that's frowned upon within today's society. But you really couldn't name a food that ranch wouldn't make better.
It's so true. I totally agree with that statement. But what I must know next, though, is what is your favorite brand of ranch and why?
Immediately Greg's Savory Ranch from Costco, the holy grail of ranches, if you will, and you cannot argue with me on this one.
I've never heard of that ranch before, but I want to try it. But can I say one thing?
Okay, yeah, let's hear it.
Have you ever tried Buffalo Ranch?
Ooh, I haven't. Tell me more.
So the first time I was introduced to this god-tier sauce, it was on a sunny spring day in May of 2015. I was on a drive with the windows down with my friends on the way to Camel's Back Park after a hard day of sophomore year in high school. Most likely listening to One Direction's last studio album, rest in peace.
Are we still talking about ranch, or where's the
Yes,
story
let me
going?
get
Okay.
to it. I was just trying to set the mood. Anyways, as we entered the downtown area, My friends and I decided to grab some food from none other than Fancy Freeze. Upon arrival at the drive-thru, we ordered some milkshakes and a bucket of curly fries to snack on in the park. What happened next came with no warning of how it would affect the rest of my life. The employee asked us if we wanted to try their homemade buffalo ranch. We shrugged. Why not? When I tell you, the first drop on my tongue was like a million flavor fairies singing SZA songs to each individual taste bud. A delicacy, if you will. I will live, breathe, and swear by this sauce until my grave.
Okay, well, I have to try this immediately then if it's that good.
Honestly, I'm kind of hungry too. You want to go to Fancy Freeze? I'll buy.
I'm down.
Let's go. Oh, and by the way, this is not sponsored by Fancy Freeze. But if Fancy Freeze wanted to sponsor me, please do. I love you so much. Okay.
Hey guys.
Jenna, what are you doing here?
Well, I heard Zemma talking about sauces, so I thought I would join the conversation.
Oh, right. So, Jenna, what is your favorite sauce?
You know, ranch, specifically Chick-fil-A ranch,
Ooh,
unmatched.
That's a good
The
one.
best.
for sure. I definitely have to agree with that one.
Yeah, that's quality. That's a quality take.
All right, so now let's. All right, well, I guess we're going to take it to Ryan out in front of the spec.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 3 of Would You Rather? And I got a very special guest here with us. And special guest, do you mind telling us what your name is?
I'm Maria.
Maria, nice to meet you. What grade are you in?
I'm a freshman.
Freshman. Welcome to Boise State. You having fun so far?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Awesome. All right, so I got a couple questions for you. You ready? Would you rather control the emotions of people around you or control the weather?
I would say I would rather control the weather.
Why?
I don't know, I just think it would be nice if I could have a sunny day whenever I want. It would also probably make other people have a better day too. So, yeah.
Excellent answer. All right, we got one left. Dial in, folks. Here we go. Always feel extremely hungry or always feel extremely tired?
I would rather be extremely tired.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, you can always take a nap, and I think it's better to manage than being super hungry.
2 excellent answers, folks. Well, there you have it. That's been episode 3 of Would You Rather. Back to you guys in the spec.
Hot takes. You know, the show's been a little weird without Ben here.
Oh, I totally agree. It's been a minute.
Yeah,
I've missed
it
the
has.
rants.
It's kind of nice.
Oh, is it nice? Is it super nice? Yeah,
That's not. I didn't mean it like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've missed it. I gotta say.
I didn't mean it like. Okay.
Sup, pimps? That's right, I'm back. Miss me? Who knows? Did you even notice anything changed at all? Probably not. This isn't NBC, okay? Continuity means nothing here. These rants that I've done in the past mean nothing. Not talking to anybody except my mom, but I already did that bit. I also already did the bit where I say, hey, what's the point? We only get 30 views per episode anyway. So even what I'm saying right now is getting repetitive. And I haven't thought about these things before. So yeah, there's that, I guess. I don't know. Why am I even ranting? How did this all start? I don't even like complaining. I'm actually a pretty optimistic fella. I'm nice, I'm compassionate, I'm obviously not humble, but hey, you tell me get up there and rant, and I say, sure, whatever you say. You want me to dance? Let me go grab my tap dancing shoes. I ain't got rhythm, but I'll give them the best darn two-step this hodunk town has ever seen, because apparently there is no greater force on earth than my unquenchable thirst for attention and approval from my peers. Did you know that, Eric? Huh? Did you know that I need you to like me? Well, I guess it's pretty darn obvious now, huh? Look at me. I got cool hair, not a care in the world. I'm arid. Whoa, that's enough, okay? Where's Ryan? I need a hug.
Okay, maybe I didn't miss it as much as I thought I did.
That was the saddest thing I think I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, that, okay, well.
Well, all right, let's send it back over to Madeline, Jenna, and Marcos in the 360 studio.
Thanks, guys. Swiss scientists and engineers recently used the Disney movie Frozen to solve a 60-year-old Russian mystery. The Dyatlov Pass incident in 1959 resulted in the death of 9 hikers, and the mysterious events surrounding their grim passing led to a wide variety of conspiracy theories popping up. The search team that went looking for the hikers found the tent slashed open from the inside, and the evidence suggested that all of them had run out in the middle of the night, half-dressed and barefoot. When the bodies were eventually found, the injuries were unexpected. Skull fractures, broken bones, missing tongues and eyes. The conspiracy theory started from there. UFOs, heat rays, the CIA. In 2019, the Russian government reopened the case to finally put a rest to the rumors and to find a natural cause. Scientists in Switzerland then saw how realistic the movement of snow is in the 2013 movie Frozen. They traveled to Hollywood to talk with animators and develop algorithms. These findings suggested that a slab avalanche, which can move up to 80 miles per hour, may have been responsible after all. But since the study was only focused on natural causes, there are still no explanations for the behaviors of the hikers, and the conspiracy theories still flourish online. That's all the time we have today. Thanks to all the crew and writers for this episode. I'm Madeline Molitor.
I'm Marcos Guadarrama.
And I'm Jenna Vitamonte. We'll see you next time on Take One.